world's most diverse continent is also its most intoxicating, perplexing, and straight-up beautiful. There are seemingly endless sights to see between the beaches and street food stalls that Asia. And while you can spend a lifetime crossing destinations off your bucket list, we're here to help you narrow down the best places to visit in Asia. From giant shining temples to crumbling ancient ruins to bewildering marine life phenomena, Asia serves up next-level excursions that give you goosebumps. Here's our list of can't-miss, mind-blowing, worth writing home about sights to see in Asia. Sure, Sri Lanka has beautiful beaches, sloping tea plantations, and killer train rides, but Sigiriya should be its MVP. An ancient rock fortress towering over an advanced early civilization near Dambulla, it's well worth leaving your lounge chair for. Head there before the sun starts to scorch, and carry some water with you for the 1,200 or so steps to the top. Once you reach it, you'll find the ruins of a former palace perched 200 meters above the forest floor. Dating back to 477 AD, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is one of Asia's best-preserved examples of urban planning, with a mind-blowingly innovative water system that feeds one of the world's oldest landscape gardens. And don't miss the sexy ancient artwork on the walls. Turns out, you can't see the Great Wall from space, but you better believe it's still worth a visit. This 220 BC defense system took thousands of years to complete to become the world's largest military structure and one of the 7 wonders of the world. But today, it's more of a tourist go-to for those hoping to snap a picture and achieve a bucket list tick. Spanning more than 20,000 kilometers and 15 provinces, there's a lot of wall to see, so venture over an hour away from Beijing to skip the crowds packed together like sardines. Other tips include avoiding a weekend visit and going early to beat the masses and the heat. And if you're feeling adventurous, there are several multi-hour hiking trails to traverse. Cambodia's claim to fame is an architectural jaw-dropper and a no-brainer on your Southeast Asia itinerary. This massive ancient complex has beautifully maintained ruins dating back to the 9th century when the Khmer Empire ruled the area. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, it draws travelers here at sunset to watch the big red orb float over palm-fringed Angkor Wat Temple. So exercise patience or head there in the afternoon to avoid photo-happy tourists. Otherworldly trees growing from inside temples, saffron-robed monks, and wild monkeys, beware, they bite, add to the allure of one of the world's most impressive ancient ruins. In a futuristic metropolis nicknamed the Garden City, it seems fitting that flora, both real and fake, are among its biggest attractions. Gardens by the Bay features a number of attractions, including the Cloud Forest, Flower Dome, and Super Tree Grove. Head here in the late afternoon to see the world's largest indoor waterfall and smell the rare flowers in the Cloud Forest. Then, wander the 9 gardens flush with orchids at the Flower Dome. End your time under the 18 towering super trees. Concrete and steel make up these massive trees that put on an incredible light show every evening at 8 p.m. If heights don't give you the heebie-jeebies, head to the observatory on the tallest tree for sweeping views of Singapore's Kula site. Bhutan's most impressive dzong is in the riverside city of Punakha. Part temple, part administrative center, it's called the Temple of Bliss. At one of the holiest sites in the country, you'll see monks shuffling to prayer, hear Tibetan Buddhist chants, and admire the ornate paintings on its temple walls. Built in the 17th century, it is the country's second oldest and second largest dzong, but arguably its most wow-inducing. The remains of Bhutan's founder are housed inside the central courtyard, and every winter, the country's most powerful clergy members spend the winter here. But we recommend heading in the spring, when the purple jacaranda trees bloom against the white, brown, and gold of the dzong. One of the world's 7 wonders, this marble mausoleum is arguably the world's greatest love letter. Commissioned in 1632 by a Shah in memory of his favorite wife, it took 16 years to build this shiny white masterpiece near Agra. Made up of gardens, ponds, a mosque, a guest house, and a tomb, it attracts roughly 8 million tourists a year. Some advise queuing at the East Gate before it even opens to get a crowd-free photo. But if you're visiting in the winter, mornings bring fog, so opt for a late afternoon visit during the week and watch as the sun casts different shadows across a building so radiant it's worthy of its own love letter. Every destination has a best time to visit, and that couldn't be more true when talking about Hanifaru Bay. Inside the Ba Atoll UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, this Maldivian lagoon is home to one of the world's most unique and incredible wildlife phenomena. Every year, from roughly May to November, the world's largest pods of manta rays come here to feed on plankton. Many nearby Maldives resorts, like Four Seasons Resort Maldives at Landa Jariavaru, have manta ray on-call programs, where guests will get a phone call as soon as mantas are spotted in the bay. Hanifaru is tightly regulated, so only a certain number of people can snorkel in the bay at one time, which offers a uniquely peaceful experience surrounded by dozens and sometimes hundreds of manta rays doing somersaults around you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.